Hey, what's up? It's Charm Ladonna with My Mixtapes, and I'm sitting here with the beautiful Miss Tink.
Yo.
How you feeling?
I'm excited as hell, man. Excited as hell.
I got to see you for the first time, I'm gonna be honest, seeing you perform.
First time.
First time ever seeing you perform, and I gotta say that you have like your own thing, like the crowd vibes with you. You don't care, you're just doing you. Like,
thank you.
I mean, where did that confidence come from?
You know, that's just who I am. Like, I can't tell you exactly where it came from, but I've always just been kind of like an independent person. So I bring that same attitude to the stage, you know. You know, no matter who's on the stage with me, I'm gonna give it my all. And that's why I had so much fun at the actual show. Like, you know, LA gives the energy themselves, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now I know you're signed to Timbaland, right?
Mostly music group. Yeah, Timbaland, mostly music group.
How is that? Like, how's working with Timbaland? Let's start there.
It's dope. It's a dream, you know. Tim is a legendary producer, so working with Timbaland is definitely it's a different experience, you know. When we're in the lab together, it's like we're in a whole nother space compared to, you know, when I'm alone in Chicago.
Right. And you still live in Chicago now?
I do. I'm still in Chicago.
You don't want most artists I interview that are from Chicago, like, we out of Chicago, we out of there. Like, you still there.
But, you know, everybody's situation is different. Like, I'm not really, you know, I'm not no hood ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody has no beef with me. I'm my own person, so I'm pretty cool in Chicago.
Okay.
I love my city.
So you were with Timbaland.
But yeah, working with Tim is just another scale. He's been around for so long, and his sound is just different than anything, you know, anything that you hear today.
Right.
So it's always just a different process with Timbo.
Yeah, do you feel like you have like a good backing? Because, you know, technically, like, he's a big force.
I mean, I feel like I have a nice, it's an okay backing. It could be stronger.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's more so about like just the vision, you know. Like when you get signed and shit, sometimes you have like 10 different people in your label telling you what your shit should sound like, and
no, and I'm so glad you talked about that. I'm so glad you brought that up.
It's real. Like I don't have to sugarcoat shit. Like yeah, when me and Tim started working, it was such a nice hype around it that everyone had a kind of a say so about, you know, what the album should sound like. So
was it something that you like? Did you have a say so in it at all, or like were you kind of just floating? Like, you know what I'm saying? You play your part, because
I play my part. I work with what I can. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're working with Timbaland, it's not like you can just say turn to something else. You know what I'm saying? I stepped into his world.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't regret it. You know what I mean? Like, me and Timbaland have a dope ass chemistry. But moving forward, I just want to have my vision included. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing that's dear to me, is making sure that my vision don't get lost in the sauce.
Right. So is that kind of what you went with this new project? Because you have a new project.
Yeah, I did. WD4, man. Winter's Diaries. Those are my jewels. You know. Yeah. And for the longest I've been creating these projects, and they based off real actual events. Okay. You know, and I think that's why people enjoy them so much, because it's like, you know, she ain't looking for no radio hit. You know, she actually giving us the raw, you know, her raw thoughts and emotions.
But do you feel pressured to give those radio hits because you're signed to such a major
Everybody
entity,
does.
You know what I mean?
It's an industry, and it's based off money. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, everybody runs into that hurdle where it's like, you either gonna make music, you know, for yourself, or you gonna make music for the radio. And I think the magic is, it really happens when you know, both worlds collide.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be no damn sellout, you know what I mean? Like, I can't, my music doesn't affect me the same when it's not real. And I think the people can tell you the same thing. Like, you know, a lot of people come up to me and they like, man, your older joints, I love all your music, but your older joints, they touch me. And that's because when I wrote them, I wasn't thinking about who it touched, you know what I'm saying? I was also just giving my raw emotion. It wasn't about radio or you know, pleasing a nigga in a suit, you know, suit and tie. It wasn't about that.
So you definitely took that approach for this new project.
I did.
Did Timbaland produce on this one?
He did. We got a few joints on there. Show It, which is a big joint. Modern Way, we just dropped the video on World Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and Tim, he has some joints on there.
Who else do you have? Other producers that you like work with, or?
1500 or Nothing, my boys.
I love
from
them.
LA. Yeah, they from Chicago, but they based in LA.
Yeah.
We got a record, All Falls Down. My other boy, DJ West, he's from LA and he is the shit, man. Shout out to West. He has the joint Wet Aquafina. If you check out the project, like Wet Aquafina is bananas. But I did and dab. Like I work with a lot of producers from Chicago, niggas that just, you know, been around since forever, just, you know, local producers.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't discriminate at all, cause man, you just never know. Like people can make hits.
No, whatever you want to say, be
people
free.
make hits in their basement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
no, for real. That's
one of
dope.
my biggest songs, Treat Me Like Somebody. I wrote that sitting in my room. Like I recorded it in a basement in a corner.
Yeah.
And that's one of my biggest songs to date. So yeah, you can't really discriminate in this game no more. It's not about like titles and it's not about the credit anymore. Like you can get it.
No, for sure. How do you feel? Okay, because for me, I interview so many guys. It's so heavy male driven. You know, I love the guys. Don't get it twisted, but there are not too many females, or maybe there are, but they're just not supported, right? So how do you feel like being one of the females that kind of have that platform or moving towards that success, you know?
I can't really say, to be honest, like to be completely honest, I can't really say how it feels because I haven't stepped into my shoes I haven't stepped into my shoes just yet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, and why do you feel like that is though? Because you've had hits, in my opinion.
I'm tough on myself and that's how I gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can't get comfortable at all. I just feel like there's a bigger message that's to come, you know, like even with all the songs that I've released and every moment I've had, there's something bigger that's waiting, you know, in the years to come.
So what do you expect from this project? Like what do you want, if you could, in a perfect world, if you wrote down your plan, what do you want from this project? Like what do you want the people to know, or?
Are we saying my debut or the WD4?
The WD4, I'm sorry.
Yeah, WD4 is honestly, it's just me coming back into my own.
Okay.
A lot of the music I released was before, you know, prior, I was like 16, 17.
Yeah.
And I felt like people didn't understand Tink at 21. Like, my life it's changed in every single way, you know, like my finances, my friends, my team. The way I look at shit in life, everything is different now. So I wanted people to get to know me again. You know what I mean? Like get to know me at 21, not at 15.
Right.
If that makes sense.
No, it makes complete sense because it's I don't want to say it's a new you, but it's just an older you. People sometimes get lost in artists and don't forget that they're humans too when they grow and things change. So I'm so glad that you know you're honest and you saying that. So with this project, there's going to be another project right after, right?
Well, yeah.
Like more of an album kind of situation, or you just
I'm
like?
not sure right now. I mean, I know for a fact I want to keep feeding my fans. Like I can't. Sometimes when you go into like album mode, you forget that you got fans that need you. You know what I mean? And I never want to do that shit again. So whether I have to drop an album or another mixtape, I just want to keep my fans motivated and keep them, you know, rocking with me. It's all about them at the end of the day. Like I ain't shit without my supporters.
No, for real. Like, so, you know, Tink, if you could wrap up this last year, like how would you describe it for you?
This last year has really just been, how do I put it? Damn, that stumps me.
I mean, do you feel like?
I feel like this past year has just been a self, how do I put it? Give me 1 second. I want to say this right.
No, take your time, because I want it to be.
I just learned to like, this past year has been me like just finding myself and you know, really, really trusting what the fuck I got going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And it takes sometimes it takes a year to know who you are. You know what I mean? Like you go through, you meet people and you meet a lot of opinionated people and shit just changes so fast when you're in the music music industry. Like, people always ask me, like, what's the key? Or there's keys, but honestly, like, this shit evolving so fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, in 2 years, it's gonna be another, you know what I'm saying, another kink that has to be done before you can get there. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no, I get you.
So the grind changes. That's all I'm saying. And you really have to just believe in yourself. Like, even if motherfuckers ain't fucking with you, you gotta really have that confidence. Like, I'm gonna stand up regardless whether you like it or not, because, you know, this is me.
But do you feel like when you first, were younger, you were doing you, and people love doing you doing you. Do you feel like you lost what that was? Is that what you're talking? You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like it was shadowed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I take that with the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, my situation, it brought a lot of, like, everything in life has just changed drastically. You know, I'm never complaining. This is not me complaining or trying to look for pity. It's just real facts, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I came into the game so young. People don't know. I was dropping music when I was 15.
Right.
So,
I know that.
So I've been really grinding for, like, over 5 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all of that, man. You gotta really, like, fuck with yourself in this industry, because people are trying to put their shit on you and, you know, tell you how to sound, how to dress. You gotta love yourself, man. And that's what this year was about. I feel like, you know, that's why when I'm on that stage, it's like, yo, this is me regardless of what, regardless of who. This is Tink, and that's what it is.
You're just dope, man.
No, I appreciate that.
I'm like all on the camera, like, Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just dope to sit next to just a queen.
Yeah. No,
you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, though. Thank you.
Like, for real, your vibe, your energy, everything is dope. Like,
Yeah, and that's what I think people don't know about Tink. Like, I'm one of the coolest, smoothest, you know what I'm saying? Like, I chill. Like, if you ever in the studio with me, it's the same. Like, I'm just a real chill-ass person. I love to make music. And I'm here for a while. I'll be here for a while.
Right. Do you have any,
it's
like...
It's only gonna get greasier right now.
No, for sure. Like, and I know you talked about, like, you feeling like you're not really stepping into your your full success yet. And it's hard to be like, okay, I'm giving myself a year. I mean, are you just like, look, I'm just trusting myself, I'm moving, you know what I'm saying, and this is it, because this is what I want to do.
It's just that. I swear to God, it's just that. Like, that's how I always had it. Like, back then when I was making music, I didn't have a look. I didn't have, you know, the clothes designer.
Yeah.
I'm working in a basement, so, you know, it's just that. It's just believing in yourself, man. So you're talking about the tape, WD4.
Yeah.
WD4 had one fucking feature, and I keep my mixtapes like that, cause
why? Because I feel like mixtapes nowadays it'd be like 75
niggas. That's exactly why. Like, when you play it, you forget who you listening to. Like, when you hit When Is Diary 4, all you hear is Tink, and that's how I know the love is real, because people ain't fucking with me just because it's Tink featuring their favorite artist. You know what I mean? Like, if you see a nigga playing Tink, it's because he like Tink.
No,
you know?
you had everybody singing every lyric, even the bad songs.
It was love,
I couldn't
man.
even
It touched me, man. That shit keeps me going. But
like,
no, it was one feature. My boy Dirk came through and laced he laced the joint. I stay on it. We linked in LA out here, and he dropped the verse. But yeah, not a lot of features, and that's on purpose.
I love it. That's dope.
I run across a lot of people, but you know, like when the work is so special to you, you don't want to break the, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to interrupt that specialness to you. You know? Like, I don't play about my shit.
No, for sure.
Yo, this is your girl Tink. I came all the way from Chicago to LA to fuck with my peoples, my mixtapes. Fuck with y'all the long way, man. It's lit tonight.